Hey, welcome to another Sober Morning Reset. I'm Aaron, the Sober Life Coach. I'm a coach, author, and I've been sober for the past 7 years, and I was able to do that without AA or rehab. I was able to take the things I learned in personal development, and I was able to put them in my alcohol-free lifestyle, and I've never looked back. And I want to here to help you see some of these things that I did, and help you understand how to do them and how to implement them into your life. Today, we're going to be talking about when the high fades, what's left, building a life beyond alcohol. Because alcohol gave me a false high, right? Sobriety gives you the chance to build the real one. The false high that alcohol gave me was the high that I was actually doing something, that I was confident, that I was relieving my anxiety, that I was, I had these things in my life that I thought were there and solid, and alcohol was providing that solution for me, but it wasn't actually a solution. It was actually the problem. Because here's the trap, guys. Drinking feels like relief for stress, right? Connection in social settings, a reward at the end of the day. But when the high fades, what's left? Emptiness. And I know I felt really empty as well. And it wasn't that when I was drinking I felt empty. Sometimes I did, but it was usually in the next day where you get stuck in that shame guilt cycle. You get stuck in that cycle of thinking about what you did last night and not knowing what you did, and and feeling guilty about it, but then continue to do it because you think alcohol is providing the solution for you in your life. But the truth is, alcohol doesn't add anything. It only covers up the things in your life, right? And what's left when alcohol is gone, it's the same old problems, but they're even worse. I know for me, the anxiety thing, I had social anxiety. I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't open up to people. And sometimes it felt like I was getting better, and alcohol was helping me release my emotions and talk to people and things. But at the end of the day, it wasn't actually doing that at all, because it was making my anxiety worse. The next day I wake up with shame, guilt, and even more anxiety. Some people call that hangxiety as well. And I felt like I couldn't really get past that. And then it was stuck in the cycle. Okay, well, I need alcohol to relieve the stress I'm building up in my life, and the same old problems were left. And a lot of people think that we can just quit drinking, remove the alcohol from our lives, and get and our lives are just gonna be better with the magic wand of sobriety. But it's not. Sobriety isn't a magic wand. You have to put in the work, you have to put better solutions in place, and you have to uncover what's actually going on underneath and why alcohol is a solution. Because you can just quit drinking, or you can eliminate that need to drink. Eliminate the need to drink on identity level means that you no longer need alcohol. You're becoming another person. You're becoming another person that doesn't need it. You're becoming a person that really could take it or leave it at that point. And that's kind of where I wanted you guys to be, because that's where I am, right? Alcohol, I have no need for it. I don't want it. I see it as a poison. And I want you guys to kind of uncover that as well for yourself, because sobriety isn't just about subtracting alcohol. It's about filling the space with things that actually last. Things that actually last for me are my family, my health. All those things that I got back after I quit drinking are the things that really fill that space of alcohol. And now that's what I do with my life. I'm not, my life isn't perfect. There's still gonna be problems. I still can't, and it's even a little bit harder because I can't numb out and drink and those kinds of things. But my life is so much better without alcohol, because when I quit, I realized alcohol wasn't the problem. It was my anxiety. It was my inability to talk to people. It was my lack of confidence. Those things were the real problem, and that left me empty, right? And sobriety gave me the clarity to rebuild my confidence, rebuild my relationship, rebuild my health, and rebuild my purpose here on earth. And that became my real high. That became the thing that I was passionate about. That became the thing that was a solid thing in my life that I really wanted to share with other people, and that I could live a better life with. And I know you guys can do it too. I was a problem drinker for 18 years. I started drinking when I was 12 years old, and I ended up quitting completely when I was 33 years old. That's a long time to be drinking. A lot of that time when I was a teenager, I was doing it daily. I quit doing it daily for a little while in my 20s, but around 27, 28, I was starting to do it on the weekends, every single weekend, and then it became a problem for me. By the time I was 33, I was drinking every single day, and I was able to quit that. But I really think I was going to be physically dependent on alcohol if I didn't stop right when I did. And maybe you're at that point. Maybe you're not a problem drinker yet. Maybe you're just a gray area drinker where you think alcohol is maybe causing a little bit of problems. You're seeing it in your performance, but it's not really that big of a deal yet. Or maybe you're a problem drinker like I was, and you're seeing the real consequences of it: finances, health, those kinds of things. And maybe it's time to say, okay, what am I actually getting out of this, right? And how can I change that? Because if you're watching this video, that's probably why you're here, right? So, what lasts, the things that last, the things that don't fade are real connection with your family, friends, and your community, real connection with people. You can say alcohol gives you connection all you want, but it actually disconnected me from people because I wasn't present. I was numbing out. I was saying dumb things. That kind of connection wasn't a really positive one, and it was disconnecting me from my friends, my family as well. But because I was hiding when I was hungover, I was had that guilt, that shame around it, and I was hiding from just the things in my life, and that doesn't build real connection. But real connection actually lasts. So once you get sober, you're going to see that you have deeper relationships with people. Yeah, they're going to be more awkward and hard because you can't numb out and things, but you're going to have deeper, better relationships with people, and that's going to be one of the things that I really enjoy in my alcohol-free lifestyle. Also, something that doesn't fade is progress, right? Goals achieved, habits built, those kinds of things. Knowing that I can trust myself to do the things I say I'm going to do, those kinds of things. That's a real high for me, and that's a real something that has helped me build an alcohol-free lifestyle that I don't want to get rid of, or I don't want to have be gone in my life. So definitely progress is one of those things that doesn't fade as well, and the peace that comes along with living a sober life, right? Mornings are clear. The nights, I never remember what happened last night. Yes, sometimes things are stressful with kids and work and all these things, but I do have clear and peaceful mornings, and nights. I'm proud of myself if I focus on the things that I've achieved. So those kinds of things, that peace that comes with it, is super important. So today's shift, instead of asking what am I going to give up, asking what am I rebuilding in its place? What kind of life do I want? What kind of things I want to rebuild in the place of alcohol, right? And you can do this. I know you can, and you can start rebuilding that life. That's why I created this reset, rewire, reclaim. Right? We're gonna reset your mindset. We're gonna rewire your habits, and then we start reclaiming your life, and rebuilding that over time. And that's the fun part of it, because then you can start rebuilding these things into a new, better, more solid lifestyle. So definitely super important. And one reflection I wanted to ask you guys is, what's one area covered that I'll call covered up that you want to rebuild? Is it relationship? Is it your health? Is it your career? Is your self-respect? Write those down. That's your rebuild targets. That's the thing you want to. That's the thing you want to work towards. That's the thing you want to get moving on, because that's going to be one of the things that you want to set as one of your first goals. Right? Put systems in place. Put things in place so you can get to where you want to go, because that's definitely super important. So today we're going to use the Dare to Be Sober Dare to Be Sober method to kind of reflect on this and help you guys, give you a little bit of a tool to get you guys through what we're talking about here. So D is for disrupt, right? What lie did alcohol tell me about what it gave me? I know for me, alcohol told me I'm going to relieve your anxiety, I'm going to relieve your stress, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It was all lies, right? So what's one lie alcohol told you it would told you it would give you, right? What's one lie that it said it was going to give you? And ask yourself, what was alcohol actually covering up in my life, right? What was it covering up? Was it covering up stress? Was it covering up my inability to have a reward for myself? Is it covering up anxiety? Is it covering up lack of self-confidence? What is that area that it's covering up? And then reframe it. Sobriety isn't empty. It's a space to rebuild what lasts. It's not, sobriety isn't a punishment. It's not empty. It's not one of those things that we should fear and have fear of missing out on all those things, because you're not missing out on anything. You actually have the joy of missing out on the hangovers, the joy of missing out on that guilt, shame. So that's definitely super important. So sobriety isn't empty. Let's reframe it as something, a space to build what lasts. Let's reframe it as something positive in our lives. And when we talk about it, let's elevate it and say, look, I'm living an alcohol-free lifestyle, and it's amazing. All right, because it really is. And then let's execute. Choose one rebuild action today. Journal it and then do it. Right. What's one rebuild action you can take today? What's one action you can take that's going to take you one step closer to rebuilding that life that you want to build in your life? Because that's going to be super important as well. I want to drop a PDF in the email here. If you're listening to this, if you're part of my email list, and it's just going to be a PDF on how to rebuild your life, how to get to where you want to go, because that's going to be super helpful for you guys as well, I think. So anyways, guys, that's all I have today. Let's build a life worth living. Let's have a sober life, and let's do it not only for us but for the families and the generations to come. Let's break that generational curse and live an alcohol-free lifestyle, because it's one of the best decisions you can make for yourself and your family and your business and your purpose here on earth. So anyways, guys, have such a meaningful day. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. We're going to be talking about anchoring your identity and daily action. Anchor that sober identity so that you can have those things with daily action you can take every day. So, anyways, guys, also I have some coaching spots open if you want to have a sober reset strategy call. We'll just get together. We'll talk about where you're at, what how I can help you get through the next 30 days. You'll leave with clarity. You'll leave with a plan. You'll leave with something to think about, and you'll also leave with some information about how we can work together as well. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So if you want your free sober strategy reset call, you can just click the link in the email or on Facebook or wherever you are. I'll leave a link there so you guys can book a call and see if you're a right fit for the coaching. Anyways, guys, have such a meaningful day. I will see you guys in the next video.